Hi Aries, I'm Prairie Vintage. My name's Linda. We're taking a look at your October predictions for Aries. You could be Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, or have Aries placements in your birth chart. Or maybe you are a cross watcher. You're absolutely welcome here. If you clicked on this video, know that all my videos are timeless, so this message was meant to find you whenever you clicked on the video, although I am recording for the month of October. We'll be looking at your overall energy, what you don't see coming, opportunity, challenge, and of course, some advice from Spirit to navigate the month of October for you, Aries. So we'll ask Spirit for a clear and concise message for the greatest and highest good of Aries and all viewers here. What is the overall energy for Aries, Spirit? I'd like to thank you guys for clicking on this video and of course for allowing me to tap into your energy. I am so blessed. Thank you so much. All right, so overall energy for October for Aries. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, and we have the Page of Coins in reverse. We have the Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And we also have Nest, an emotionally secure, loving family is important to you. And we have the Drowned King. Okay, before we get into the other parts of the reading, Aries, for your overall energy, I'm sensing there being a loss of sorts or coming to terms with a parting or an ending of something. Now, this could be very personal to you. But I feel like this is come with its positives that I don't think you quite see just yet. So definitely could be a family situation that has caused a lot of pain. Maybe a family member or situation here that showed its true colors or required you to make significant changes. But I feel like it was unexpected nonetheless. And I feel like maybe it's left you feeling like a loss of security or not quite sure what sort of stability you can create here on your own. Although I do feel as though there's a silver lining here, and we'll see what it is. But this is something you're most likely already dealing with, although I think for October there is more reflection on this, more internal reflection on what has happened in a family situation. It could be, maybe people you considered family, a situation that was very close to you, but I feel like something is ended or you've had to part with something on a physical level, although I think mentally and emotionally and even in a practical way, it's impacted you. So I think mentally and emotionally, you might be very wrapped up that you might be missing something, which we'll see with the advice of Spirit, but I feel like missing something maybe that is right under your nose or needs to be addressed that you're not quite seeing yet, which might be the silver lining or the need to address something in order to make the most out of a situation here that I feel has been quite painful. So let's take a look at what you don't see coming, Aries. What don't you see coming? So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the High Priestess in reverse. Let's pull some tea leaves. We have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. And we also have Moon, changes in your life. So, I feel like whatever ending you're dealing with, situation, I feel like it's really got its hooks in you. It's been challenging for you to detach from this, but I think it's almost forced you towards having to deal with looking at a lot of aspects and parts of yourself maybe that you haven't been able to do so in a situation. But I feel like energetically you're still enthralled or enmeshed in a situation that has got you feeling out of balance, has got you feeling like you don't know what to expect, and you could be experiencing polar extremes. One minute maybe understanding what you need to do, and then the next minute feeling like you don't have what you need to make a decision or to do something. Interesting, we're doing Aries. We get the Ram here. I find that quite interesting. And we have a stubborn, aggressive person. I feel like there's a situation you're dealing with that just doesn't seem to want to end, or you are unable to remove yourself energetically, because I feel like the situation has its hooks in you in some way. Now, again, the High Priestess in reverse is talking about something you're not seeing, that I was mentioning, that I was feeling energetically, that needs to be looked at. And I feel like it is in the visible, although we do see the High Priestess in reverse, which is something that isn't visible, but I feel like it is physically visible, although I feel like you're too wrapped up in looking at something from sort of a microscopic level, that you're not seeing kind of the silver lining or something here that needs to be addressed in order to give you more balance, more stability in a practical way for you to gain some sort of ground yourself, I think. Because I feel this situation's left you a little upside down, needing grounding, and it seems to be a pretty stubborn situation here. You could be dealing with people who are not compromising, or a situation where a compromise was not able to be made. And it could be that the situation looks like it's going one way, and then all of a sudden it goes another way. But what Spirit is showing here is, I think there's a need for you to rely on self to be the change you're wanting in the situation, which sounds very cliche here. But I feel like there is maybe a lot of weight being put on external circumstances or people to change a situation or to do something different. And so you might be energetically hanging around for some change, or something here about not allowing yourself fully to break away from a situation, because I do feel inside you are not pleased, you're not emotionally fulfilled, you're lacking some sort of need here that isn't making itself present. So there's a need for you to be the Aries you are and kind of take the lead and enable yourself to, or empower yourself, I should say, to change. And this could mean having a very close review of yourself in a different way that you might have not have in the past, which could be quite challenging for a lot of people to do, to be very honest. Okay, because I do feel as though, Aries, there might be some ego involved here, and it could be on both sides, but you can only really control yourself. So I feel like there's some situation which maybe you took a blow, or are needing to review all aspects, including the aspects where you're sort of empowered to change a way about yourself that might have contributed to the situation in the way it did. Now, I'm not saying the situation or whatever happened here is solely your fault, but I do feel like there is some level of needing to gain control, which would require you to look at all aspects and see how you can be empowered to do something different, which I think is going to help you see the silver lining here. So let's take a look at what your opportunity is for the month of October. What is the opportunity here for Aries for the month of October, Spirit? We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Wands. I'll move this on this side here. And the Hermit. Yeah, so like I was saying, a need to really go inwards with the Hermit. That's introspection, really taking a look at yourself, removing all exterior or outside influences and situations is going to lead you to where you're needing to be right now. And that's the only way to break free and move forward here, is to really lean in on yourself. Because I feel like your mind might be exploring or reviewing situations over and over, playing them out maybe. So there's definitely a need to shift your mindset and also shift what you're telling yourself. Because I think the narrative of what you're telling yourself is not allowing you to move forward. And so I feel like the confrontation of sorts, or the conflict, I should say, because I don't know if there was a confrontation. I feel like there's a conflict that you need resolution from, or feel like you're stuck with. I feel like there's a need for you to relinquish your position to yourself, at least. Now, this doesn't mean you have to apologize or go deal with the situation in a way that takes full accountability, but I feel like there is a need to understand a piece of the situation where you might have been defending something that might have not have been accurate completely from different perspectives. So there's a need to really review that and then look at yourself in a way of what is it that you're wanting to accomplish here, and what will changing your perception allow you to have. How will this allow you to move forward and gain what it is that you want for the bigger picture? And then I feel there could be movement here. So if you are blaming outside yourself or looking at a situation as being external to you, cards are showing there's something more internal here that you're having to really look at and relinquish your position, because you might be really standing your ground about something that might be not your best, for your best interest in the long term. And this could be a stubborn trait. This could be something that you've been hanging on to for some time, but there's a need to let go of that in order for there to be movement. Because I feel like if you continue to stay in that energy, there might be more suffering, which is not required. So your opportunity is to really know that you're able to break out of suffering, break out of emotional despair and loss and change your position for what it is you're fighting for, which I think what you're wanting to fight for here is your future and happiness and what you truly want for yourself. So there's something you're doing here that needs to be shifted, okay? So let's take a look at what your challenge is here. What is the challenge here for Aries? We have strength. We have the Hierophant in reverse. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And I'm going to pull some tea leaves as well here. So we have Ant. It says work, achievement, and success. Okay. Well, I think it's going to take quite a lot of mustering up of something within yourself to maybe admit to yourself maybe where things could have been done differently on your end, and also maybe to face parts of a situation here where you could have energetically been focused on the wrong thing. So I feel like there is a deeper truth of understanding here that is the challenge for you, Aries, for October. And that you're really needing to go inwards and do the work to come from a different angle, perspective, do whatever it takes within yourself, ask yourself whatever you need to, and take the time to go deeper. Which will then lead to your opportunity for you to be able to have success. But it's like the power is in your own hands to get to that truth, to gain a better understanding, of which I don't think you see right now, because I think what you're looking at could seem like it's true because it's right in front of you, but there's a deeper truth than what it is that you're seeing. So it's causing all sorts of conflict and pain for you unnecessarily, and you're kind of at the mercy of a situation rather than taking control yourself. So the Strength card talks about having to face our fears, having to know and have the willpower to when to let go and when to move forward, when to act and when to remain still. So it takes a lot of willpower and control and self-observation to be aligned with truths that value something greater than what's going on in front of us that might be deeper, because we understand something to be deeper, and that's when we can achieve success. Okay, so let's get maybe some of these, just because I want to dig into what this conflict could be. It could be different for everybody, but just maybe a little bit more clarity around this, and then we'll get some advice from Spirit. So Spirit, for this conflict, this ending that's has its hooks, or something that needs to end, I should say, maybe that hasn't quite ended, that isn't working out for Aries, that Aries is stuck on. Can we get a little bit more in regards to this situation, more clarity, anything they need to hear? So we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Five of Cups. It's kind of the same message, Aries, which is, I think the energy and the effort in which you're putting into a situation is feeding the imbalance. It's feeding the parts of whatever this is that you are not liking or not wanting. And maybe you're doing this subconsciously. So there's a need to embrace a truth, and maybe you just haven't had the stillness to see what the greater truth is. But there is deeper truth and clarity here with the Hierophant in reverse and the High Priestess in reverse. It's like there's a deeper understanding of something that is true, that you can put your energy towards and feed, put more time towards, more energy, more focus, more dedication towards, that will be helpful, that will then get you out of whatever energy you're in. Because I think right now with the 8 of Cups in reverse and this 5 of Cups coming in reverse, I think there's an opportunity for you to get yourself out of an emotionally unpleasant situation. By breaking out of this, you'd have to do a lot of reflection, and that's removing our egos despite what everyone else has done or what the situation is, and they could have been more wrong or more right or whatever it is. There's something here that needs to be reviewed, and then you got to kind of allow yourself to make whatever changes you need, despite maybe there being fears, or maybe this more being subconscious. Maybe there's something here in the subconscious that was not allowing you to break free from some egos that could need honest review within yourself to make these changes. It could just be that we're really stubborn or attached to our mindset, so we weren't getting the success we wanted. Okay, so let's take a look at advice from Spirit. So we have the King of Coins, beautiful energy. You guys could definitely find that stability. I feel like right now you feel this, like the Two of Pentacles is in what you don't see coming here, which is that imbalance, that need for stability, feeling, like I said, maybe like things are going one way and then all of a sudden they go another way, and you kind of feel like you might not have control, or control of the situation to bring balance. I feel like the advice here is that you do have full control here to bring the stability to a situation, the balance. Yeah, even your overall opportunity or your overall energy. Sorry, we have the Page of Coins in reverse. So you're feeling quite the opposite of where you actually are sitting. The Emperor in reverse. That's pretty much this whole reading. Like I was saying, there's a need for you, Aries. Interesting, your card coming out in the reverse, because Aries is someone who takes charge, someone who is empowered, somebody who can do something about a situation. So I feel like what you can do is not depend on outside circumstances to change or to bring some sort of difference. What you can do is empower yourself to go within, is empower yourself to look at a situation differently, understand that you are in a position of stability, understand that you can get what you want for yourself, but the power is in your hands. You're going to have to do things differently than how you have been. Look, we have the 8 of Cups. Now it's in the upright. So it could be as simple, Aries, as walking away from something you're unable to let go of. You know, and it could be a family situation, a partnership here with the 4 of Wands. This is like, you know, the marriage falling apart or the family situation not coming together. This could be a lack of stability, a lack of coming together, a lack of union. It's conflict. And so I feel like there's a need to end something that isn't quite ended, but maybe it should have ended or could be over, but we're not quite letting go or walking away. So we're in a situation that isn't emotionally pleasant. It doesn't fulfill us emotionally, and we're still hanging on to 10s of Swords when we can just walk away. So Spirit's saying maybe there's a need to walk away, and maybe because it is Cups, it could just be emotionally walk away from a perception, emotionally detach ourselves from our attachment to something that we're emotionally attached to, empower ourselves to emotionally detach and release, or else we'll just keep experiencing more, you know, 5 of Cups and situations that bring more unpleasant emotions. So you're definitely in a secure position here. So I'm going to read some of the other signs that are coming up here for those of you guys who take that as confirmation. We have Virgo, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Aries. That's your card. And Pisces. All right. So this is what I have for you guys, Aries. Let me know in the comments if this is something you can resonate with. And I wish you guys the very best for the month ahead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment if this did resonate, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.